Morning, welcome to the channel again, and today's video is using the bike, the Ebike again, without using any power whatsoever. And the plan is to cycle from where I live up to Coniston, which would be one of the hardest things, probably, achievements, because it's about 20 odd miles, but it's the actual climbing to get there. As you know, the Lake District isn't flat and there's a hell of a lot of climbs in there, so it'll be a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to give it a go, try and stay away from that power button and see how I get on. You got to remember, obviously I'm pulling the extra weight of the motor and the battery around about 4 kilograms, maybe 3 point something I think it is altogether. But it's not a bad little bit of weight added onto the bike. Anyways, should have some nice views on the way there as well, so enjoy the ride, and I'll pick you up when I'm a few miles in and give you an update of what miles and ascent I've done so far. Alright, let's go. So I'm about 9 miles in. I'm just in Ulverston at the minute. I've done about 500 feet of climbing already. 9 miles to just get here. So it's going well so far. I haven't hit the button yet, so let's carry on. So I'm just on my first little climb of the day, where I've done 500 feet of climbing, but because there were little bits here and there, they didn't class as a climb on the Climb Pro. But this is like my first one what's come up, probably because it's at least 3 or 4% and it goes on for at least, I can't remember if it's like 500 meters or something it needs to go on for. So anyway, it's going well. No power used yet. I'm about 14 miles in, about 700 feet of climb done. This climb alone's it's saying it's 230 feet, so Coniston, oh man, dead ahead. The pointy peak next to it is Dow Crag, which is another way and right. And I've got a big climb coming in a minute, so let's go. Jesus, this is steep. 10% it's saying. It's a little bit more, to be honest. Whoa, look at this view. Oh, now that is a climb, that little climb, that. It says 10% on the Garmin, but I swear in the middle bit of it, it's worse than Rhinos. It's got to be in the middle, 25% minimum. But that's the worst climb we've got to do today, I think. So I'm more or less getting up the top. I'm, what, 13 miles in, just over, and I've done 999 feet of climbing, nearly 1,000 feet. 13 miles. It's just the Lake District, just nothing is flat, nothing at all. That's why these bikes come in handy, but obviously not very handy when I'm trying to do an experiment and not have the power on. Then I've got the battery and the motor to carry as well. But let's get there and see how we get on. So I'm just nearly at the Coniston Lake now. I just wanted to say that one of the things you'll notice if you've got an Ebike again, when you've got the power switched off and you're using it as a normal bike, is that just feels like a normal bike. You can't feel any resistance going through the pedals or anything. It is really such a good bike to ride with the power off. I mean, you got that extra weight, the battery and the motor, but you don't really notice it. Well, I don't. It might be because I'm used to riding it, but I have got the normal bike now, which is a lot lighter. But I won't say it's a great deal when I'm on the flats and stuff, and I don't feel like I'm pushing that extra weight, but it's totally ideal. One of the questions I get asked a lot was, can you use it as a normal bike, and will it, you know, do you feel resistance and stuff when it's switched off? And I don't at all. It feels perfectly natural, like a normal bike, and yeah, so it's really good. And you know, I'm 17.5 miles in now, no assist used. I feel great. I've done nearly 1,500 feet of climbing, so you know, it's such a good bike. I'd highly recommend it. And look at that views you get. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, so I've made it to Coniston water, no assist used. I'm 20 miles in, but it's longer than I thought it was going to be actually. I'm just over 1,600 feet of climbing, so a little bit to go into the town and then I'll finalise there, but it's going well. You know, I can't believe I've done this without any assist before. You know, just shows what the bike can do really. And look at the views. Right, onwards and upwards. There's still a bit of climbing to go. Yeah, so this is the end of the video. I've done about 25 miles and about just short of 2,000 feet of climbing, and I've used no assist whatsoever, and I'm at this beautiful Coniston. Look, absolute beautiful view, you can't beat it, and the bike's done me proud because I've used it as a normal bike. I haven't used any power, no assist whatsoever. Let me prove the point by turning the power on and showing you. Turn it on. Battery 100%. So thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope it's helped anybody who's thinking about getting one of these, and just to show that you can use it as a normal bike once you get to that fitness level. It's helped me out a great deal in the last 18 months, and I'm just trying to help people out. If you want to get into cycling, if you want to get one of these, I'm just trying to help. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe because it does help, and not only that, if you subscribe you won't miss my next video, which starts from this exact spot, because what I'm going to be doing on my next video is turning that power on, putting it up to level 3 and seeing if you can get me on before the battery runs out. So that'll be interesting to watch, so stay tuned for that. It should be out in a few days, but thanks for watching. And if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, there's a thank button underneath this video. You can do that. It's only a couple of quid, and obviously it helps me buy more equipment to do these videos. No pressure, videos are free. If you don't want to, no worries. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to leave you with this view.